Hello and welcome back to another episode of Buy Now, Sell Now Realty TV. I'm Jeff Barnes, owner and managing broker of Buy Now, Sell Now Realty here in beautiful Tampa, Florida. If you are watching this video, if you clicked on this video, there's a good chance you're feeling something, but you're not sure what to do with it yet. Maybe you're buying a home or maybe you're selling one. Maybe you like your agent as a person, but something just doesn't feel right. And today what we're talking about is when it's time to fire your realtor or your real estate agent, and more importantly, why you shouldn't feel bad about it. Now, here's the secret, guys. This is what most people don't tell you. This happens a lot. Matter of fact, it happens all the time. And when handled correctly, it can actually improve your income. Now, before we jump in, guys, I need y'all to go ahead and like this video if you appreciate calm, honest real estate guidance. My goal is to be your online real estate broker. Comment buyer or seller below so I know who is watching this video and who is being helped out the most. Now, let's jump into this thing, guys. Why does this feel so uncomfortable when you're having this conversation about firing your agent? End of the day, guys, it's coming down to the end of the year. A lot of people are kind of reflecting on what they're going to do for 2026. A lot of change is going to happen in the new year. That's the reason why I'm doing this video. But for certain personalities, guys, firing someone feels, let's just say, wrong. You don't want conflict. You don't want awkward conversations. You don't want to feel disloyal. But here's the truth, guys. A real estate relationship is a professional service, not a friendship contract. You're making one of the largest financial decisions of your life, probably up until this point. You deserve clarity, responsiveness, and most importantly, you deserve alignment. Now, let me share a quick story, guys. I worked with a seller who stayed with an agent for 6 months because she was really nice. But there were no updates, no pricing strategy, no buyer feedback. When the seller finally made a change, the home sold in 21 days. What's the lesson behind all this? Being kind does not replace being effective. If you've ever stayed in a situation longer than you should have just to avoid discomfort, comment I get it in the comment section below. We've all been there, guys, because let's be honest. A lot of times in real estate is the agent is somebody you know in a professional setting or have a personal relationship with. So when the house is not moving or you're not getting the results you want from a buyer perspective or seller perspective, these are the tough conversations that we gotta have. Now, let's look at the signs that the communication is weak. The first sign it might be time to move on is poor communication. This doesn't mean your agent is a bad person. It means the system isn't working for you. Red flags should include you're chasing updates. You don't know what's happening next. Your questions feel like you're interrupting their day, and you feel like you're out of the loop, right? So let me give you guys another story. I once spoke with a buyer who didn't realize they lost a bidding war because their agent never followed up. That's not acceptable. See what I'm saying, guys? One of the things that a lot of agents want to do is they think they're protecting you from these difficult conversations. They don't want to call you with bad news because they don't want to lose the deal. But the most successful agent is one who is willing to lose the deal, not one who is willing to not adhere to certain principles so that he doesn't lose the deal. Always negotiate or always get a real estate agent who can live without getting his deal. Because if he can live without getting his deal, the communication is going to be up front. Comment, guys, if communication is your top priority in real estate, just hit that like button right now. Comment communication down in there too if you believe this is your number one priority when it comes to your real estate agent. Okay? Now, your agent should have a plan, not just access to MLS. This is a big one. Okay? For buyers, what is the offer strategy? How competitive is the area? What levers can we pull? Okay? See, a lot of people, the only thing that the agent can do for you is go into MLS and look at realtor notes. And guys, the realtor notes, you'll find those publicly anyway just by picking up the phone and calling the listing agent. Okay? For sellers, what is the pricing logic? What's plan B if traffic is slow? When do we adjust? Right? So let me talk to y'all about a story where the listing just sat there. Seller came to me after 45 days on the market with no offers. The previous agent said, let's just wait. We adjusted pricing strategically, not emotionally. They had an offer in 8 days. If you want strategy instead of guessing, DM me or email. My email in the description, guys. info@buynowsellnowrealty.com. Because at the end of the day, guys, real estate is all about adjusting. It's a market driven deal. Your real estate agent is actually just making sure you flow with the market so that you win, regardless on when the market is changing or not. But real estate is constant adjustment. Now, let's just say you feel stressed and not supported. Buying or selling is already stressful. The agent should reduce stress, not add to it. If you constantly feel anxious, if you dread calls or texts, if you're unsure who's actually leading the process, that's a signal. Okay? Now, a buyer once told me the biggest difference wasn't price, it was peace of mind. That's what the right agent provides. Okay, guys? If you don't have a peace of mind with it, now at the end of the day, guys, look, a lot of strategies are based upon if you're dealing with a house that's got to be sold versus a house that might be your second property, you can wait it out. That's the one thing about real estate. There's a lot of different dynamics, but what the right agent is going to provide is a peace of mind no matter what your situation is, right? Y'all comment down below peace if you want that from your real estate experience. Because a lot of people, it may not necessarily be a money thing. It may not be, oh my God, if we don't get out of this house, something bad is going to happen. There's different scenarios in different real estate scenarios. So peace of mind, guys, falls very high on the list for people. Because when you're turning your home over to this agent, you're being able to focus on something else, not worry about what your agent is doing or not doing. Now, let's talk about how to fire the agent the right way. Here's the good news. You don't need drama. Here's the steps. Review your agreement, right? Review your listing agreement. Many of them allow the cancellation. Now, here's the difference. Because you got to go by this agreement, the next thing you got to do is be professional and direct. Keep it short, don't over explain, and move forward quickly. If you're already thinking about leaving your agent, you've already talked to the agent you're going to go to, and they should help you through this process too, right? Hey man, I'm just letting you know I want to end the relationship as far as end the listing agreement. Boom, boom, boom. Do not get into explaining and justifying and defending your position. You don't owe anyone guilt. You owe yourself alignment. Guys, real estate is a transactional thing, not an emotional one. So if you want to leave your agent, the best thing to do is just write out, hey man, pursuant to the contract, I want to end this listing agreement. Boom. That's it. The real estate agent, if they're worth their salt, they're not going to fight you. They're not going to fight you, right? They're going to let you go and because they know they've done the best they can do, right? If you're not happy, move on to the next person. Now, if you want help navigating a clean transition, email me, man. We'll help you out no matter what state you're in. I'm down here in beautiful Florida. But if you want a clean transition, we will be glad to help you out. Real estate should not be this stressful. That's what we want you guys to see. Now, once you make the change, guys, don't repeat the same mistake. Choose an agent who communicates clearly, has a step-by-step process, aligns with your experience level, and offers fair and transparent pricing. Okay, offers fair and transparent prices. Now, why am I saying that to you guys? When you go to the new agent, don't be so emotional that you end up paying more money to sell the house for less. Because again, if you allow this to boil over, you go from the frying pan to the skillet. And that's not what I want you to do. Now, here at Buy Now, Sell Now Realty, if you're in Florida, right? Calm guidance, clear expectations, commissions as low as 1%. Because some of y'all don't even need hand holding. Some of y'all just need somebody to help align you a little bit better to what you're trying to achieve. That's why, again, it all depends on what level that you're at. That's going to determine the commission that you pay. Buyers or sellers, man, DM me, email me, right? Because at the end of the day, what you're trying to get is the perfect setup for you. Don't compare yourself to what you see on TV, what you see on social media. Your house is a unique piece of property. And that's why the agent who's not aligned with you or their system's not aligned with you, I don't care how much you like them, it's just not going to work. So move on, get some advice, and then move to the next opportunity so that you can complete your transaction. Now, before we wrap up, guys, I want to talk about something important. Through the Buy Now, Sell Now Realty Foundation, we help qualified buyers with down payment assistance and closing cost support, right? One buyer had everything ready, man. I remember this story, credit, income stability, but was short a few $1,000s at closing. That's where this foundation will come in and help close the gap, right? We got to get them these keys, guys. And because once people get these keys to that home, things change. Life starts to make sense. The world slows down around you. All these things, man, really are a part of the home buying process. If you believe in expanded home ownership, the donation link is in the description. If you need help, reach out. If you can give, you change lives. We are building this foundation up for the year 2026 so that we can start blessing families as soon as the money comes in. Let's recap, guys. Firing an agent doesn't mean you fail. It means you're protecting your future. If this video helped, I need y'all to do this. Like it, comment your biggest takeaway, subscribe for calm, honest real estate guidance, and email me if you want help. Donate via the foundation link in the description if you want to help more families buy homes. At Buy Now, Sell Now Realty, guys, we believe clarity beats pressure and alignment beats obligation. We won't stop until we're your online realtor, and that's what we're going to be. I will see you in the next video, guys. Make it a great week.